Hello, hello. It is the 4th of February, but whatever day it is for you is what really matters, because these readings are timeless. It's energy, so it's whenever you're attracted or need to hear the message, and that can be whenever you are feeling it, and when the energy's feeling you, right? That's what's great about the spiritual realm. Time is irrelevant, and it's all about energy. So let's get a room here, or 3. We've got the Gaz, intuition and the light within. We got Nothiz, necessity, needs, friction, and shadow. And Tiwaz, victory, masculine gods, warrior rune. Okay, so we'll see what that's about here in a minute. Let's also get a key to Arcturus. Let's see. Just filling my sponge here with some water. Okay, we're going to need not all the cards, just one. Just one card for today. I'm messing with the situation here. Okay. What card is for this reading? We've got intuition, warrior rune, and necessity. Okay, we got 2. We got 3. What did I say? What did I say? Okay, well, let's do the first one that we see here. Confirmation. The energy of confirmation tells us that our consciousness is developing rapidly. Everything we think is actually confirmed. If we think or live based on fear, this fear will indeed be confirmed. Develop your power of thought and create what you really want. Then your wishes will be confirmed. Okay. Oh, that one. Enlightenment. The energy of enlightenment helps you realize that you are a being of light. You are the personification of strength and divinity. Awesome. Where is that? Contact. The energy of contact allows you to know that all doors to your inner source will open when you surrender and, like water, go with the flow. Okay. Confirmations. You are a star. You are light. You are divine. And surrender and allow. So there are those messages. Okay, where are my cards? Oh yeah, they're over here. Because I've been making my deck, and so I had these out to reference. I do have all of the major arcana in this pile right there. So I'm going to have to do a bit of shuffling to get them in the mix. Okay. Yeah, so I've got, I'm going to throw in a few of my cards from my deck that I've been making. I've been working on the major arcana ones now, and have set the goal to finish at least one every day. But that's not really how hyperfixation works. So, yeah, it will be what it will be. But I'm really excited about it. And it's tricky, like it's such a small space, so just getting the right information depicted. trying not to copy what's already out there. But, you know, especially like Crowley Tarot is, you know, all of the things that are involved in the picture, the colors, every little detail, they're all part of the meaning behind the card. And that's not what we just need little visual clues that kind of get us there. Okay, one more time for good luck. We'll split the deck. What? Uh-oh, that one's upside down. Let's just check. Oh, there's another one. That's pretty good. Only 2. This is your first time I get really distracted by cards that are upside down. Except for decks where you can't tell from the cover if it's upside down or not. I don't mind that. Okay, let's see. This one. See? That one's upside down. And then, am I picking it because it's upside down? Am I picking it because I had a feeling? You know, that's why. It stands out when I'm going through. See? Ah, damn it, there's another one. Okay, let's take these cards, move them around. Let's see what the heck we're talking about here. 6 of Cups, reciprocating relationships, being a star, and the King of Swords, having transformation, as well as the internal realms of the High Priestess, intuition. We've got some major abundance and taking action towards your goals and dreams. So that's beautiful. Oh, can you see here? Okay, so we've got the star transformed and taking charge, reaching to unite the moon with the sun. Okay, then we have this decisive, action-taking King of Swords above this High Priestess, whose intuition is on. So, and then we have this abundance here. This is like the outcome, the most ideal outcome. Full of love, full of joy, full of blossoming, abundant blooms. Beautiful. Okay, let's just make sure there's none of those little pesky upside downers. We got them all. Okay. So okay, it's happening already. We've got the Devil and the 9 of Cups. So there's some doubts and fears here that may be building momentum against what you've got going on here, which is interesting. I had this dream about my cat. So I was downtown in my hometown, and there's like this major intersection. Right, ferry traffic and, you know, ongoing traffic. It's the main highway, so it's a really busy, active main intersection. And there's a park on one of the corners of it. And so, and then shops down on the other side. So anyways, my cat was on the far side. So she'd have to cross this main intersection to get to the park. Anyways, I saw her there and I was like, I'll see you at home kind of thing. And I started walking, and then I got kind of further on down the line, which goes like leads down to the docks and the pier and all that kind of stuff. And I saw this stray cat living behind this fence, and it looked like her. And all of a sudden I started getting worried, like, oh, what if she, you know, can't find her way back to me? So I head back, and now I'm looking at it with this perspective of, look at all the obstacles that she has to get to me. And then I started doubting. It was my doubts and fears started coming, and I was like, oh, I have to go and I have to find her, and I have to help her and make sure that she gets back to me safe, because look at all these things. First she has to cross all this traffic, right? And then there's this open space where, you know, there's eagles and stuff like that. She could be swooped up, and dogs and people seeing her and grabbing her, and cars running her over and all this stuff. So I'm like whistling for her, and I don't see her anywhere. And in that moment when I was back there trying to make an effort to find her, a part of my brain was telling me that I was trying to control the situation, and I had to trust that she will find her way to me. And yeah, I kind of woke up thinking that I'm somehow in my life, I'm trying to control an outcome. Even by thinking about or being aware of all the things that could go wrong to make this outcome not outcome, right? So, fears and doubts. And then this one about momentum and emotion. So be mindful of the thoughts, like especially in being manifested, like this confirmation card was talking about. Be careful what you put your energy towards. If you're putting your energy towards fears and doubts, then you will get that. And so that's what I'm getting from this devil with this momentum of 9 of Cups here. Yeah, like you've got to trust that you are a star, that you have reciprocating relationships that are going to find their way to you. You don't need to figure out how, right? This is this transformation and making things happen for yourself. And your intuition it's on point. You have a very strong discerning intuition that's going to lead you to abundance, to everything that it is that you were wanting. And so this is confirmation to me about being mindful of your fears and doubts and the role that they play in your thought process, in your manifestation. Okay. And with this warrior rune, I'm feeling you really have to be your own protector against these devil thoughts, trying to dilute, cloud, gunk up the flow that you have going. Okay. Yeah, because you've also have like your soul tribe is getting to you. And so maybe this is part of those fears, right? You feel like there's a soul tribe on its way to you, but how are they going to get to you? Like maybe you need to go stand on the side of the road with a sign and be like, this way if you're looking for me, you know. But it's about trusting that the frequency that you emit, you being this star, is what's going to get you there. You tapping into the flow of life. The minute you start to try and control the flow, you're not flowing anymore, right? So take a moment and sit with yourself and recognize those tendencies that you have to doubt and to fear. What is meant to be will not pass you by. What is meant for you will not pass you by. Okay, stay steady on your course. Don't waver. Don't veer. And you will get there. Yeah, your ships will come in. This is your ships coming in here. Whether you can see the dock or not. You know, this guy's standing on there being like, well, where are they going to park? Right? Like they're coming, but what if there's no dock for them to land at? And maybe I should build one or find one for them and signal, set out a flare so that they know which way to go, and trust that they have the proper equipment and the perspective from where they are to see the best place to dock, to land, right? Yeah, and just focus on your work because you've done the work. You've turned 5 pentacles into 8. Okay, this is why your ships are coming in, because all that work that you've already done is about to give fruit. This is you as this cup, this overflowing cup. This is the thing that you're sharing in your reciprocating relationships, right? It's the thing that you have to offer. This is why your soul tribe is able to find you. Not because of all the signs and directions and pin drops and Google Maps that you have sent out in the hopes that the right people will get to you. This is you maintaining an overflowing cup that vibrationally, energetically calls in. You could be hiding under a rock, but your sound, your frequency, the thing you are admitting, the you admit, will be like a beacon, unlike any that you could fabricate with your thinking mind. So trust that. And claim your Queen of Pentacles energy, where you are just focusing on you in your own abundance. Okay. Yeah, there's still stuff hidden that have yet to reveal itself to you. So trust it. Go inwards. Go into your intuition. Trust your intuition, your inner knowing, telling you. Right? That part of my brain in the dream that was like, just trust that she will get to you. Like maybe my energy going back, trying to like call her and find her. Maybe that, you know, redirected her because she was like, what is this weird, confusing energy that's now pushing me away? Now I need to go the other direction. And she gets all turned around. So just focus on radiating, being true to you. And the truest part of you, the part that trusts in all things unseen, but mostly in your own ability to shine. Yeah, and let go of that version of you that wants to control everything, that wants to think your way through everything. Release that part. It needs to die. Let it die. Let it die. Okay, I'm going to go through one more time. So any of these cards from this deck, any other one that wants to contribute to this reading, or not. Should we pull out my cards? Okay. Okay, so just a quick edit. The pen that I used, I don't like it. It has like a metallic smell to it, and so I just touched these cards a little bit, and my hands all smell metallic-y. And so yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do like maybe gold leaf or paint. I don't know. I'll have to try both and see which works. I'll try paint first because I have that. I don't have gold leaf at the moment. Okay. Let's do 3. Teehee, they're so tiny. Goal. This is your goal. To be an overflowing cup. Radiate, shine like the star that you are. Trust that reciprocating relationships are on its way to you. And your intuition, you know this. Your ability to discern, you know, you don't have to fear that you're going to be duped or taken advantage of anymore. Okay? Surrender. Yes. Surrender and go with the flow. That's a good confirmation for this one. Okay? Surrender. Now, it's not surrender to your fears and your doubts. It's surrender that version of you. It no longer has power here, right? And connect. Connect with your intuition, your higher knowing, and your trust, your faith. Okay. Now let's get one of these animal cards. See, this one, I can't tell which one is up and down, which is just fine with me. Let's get a good card here that kind of gives us a confirmation of something. Either what we need to do, what we need to let go of. Oh, bear. Bear fell. Okay, bear. Bear is earth. And it's coming out of hibernation. Waking from spiritual slumber and beginning anew. Yeah, so this, after this death of this last parts here, these last lingering doubts and fears, once you surrender that to death, let death take that version of you. Let death take those doubts and fears and be gone with it, right? After a long winter, the bear arises from deep slumber. At first, the movement and efforts are difficult. But the bear knows it's time to awaken and move towards the dawning light. The bear card represents an individual on the cusp of new directions and personal transformations. The initial weeks and months of this spiritual quest may feel tricky, cumbersome, and full of obstacles, but you have no choice, bear. Winter wanes and the warmth of spring emerges and your transformation begins. Beautiful, beautiful confirmations. Yes, yes, because you are a star. Powerful discernment, and you've got abundance coming to you and your soul tribe. Okay. So when the bear's in balance, there's an inner strength and a yearning to grow. If you're out of balance, you'll feel withdrawal and lethargy and heaviness. And to bring into balance, movement and exercise. So that's a good way of reconnecting with the flow here. If dancing is something that you like to do, move your body, stretch, yoga, go for a walk, hug a tree. connect to nature. Look how tiny it is. Oh my goodness. Okay. And then let's do a couple of these affirmations. Yeah, and goal too. I mean, you can, this is something that you can focus on. They don't have to be huge goals. They can be just little things, but something that you set for yourself, set your sights upon, set your focus on, and head towards, right? Because when you've got a goal in mind, when you've got a point, a purpose, a spot that you're headed to, you're less likely to spend too much time entertaining your doubts and fears, right? Because you're in this flow state of movement towards a thing that's going to make you happy or give you a sense of satisfaction or whatever it is, right? You have control to set the goal that you want to set. So make it something that fills you with excitement, fills you with joy, gives you that little bit of like, oh, I want to get this done, or I want to do this, or I want to make this happen, right? And then the surrender here, because it's going into the water at night. I don't know about you, but for me, I grew up watching too many horror movies at too young of an age, you know, like Jaws and stuff like that. So anyways, I have a healthy fear of the water, and it's just the unknown, just like things that my imagination can conjure below a surface that I can't see, right? So surrendering is wading into that dark water, like at least during the day, especially if it's a lake, right? You can kind of see, if it's a clear lake, you can see the bottom. You can see if something dark and creepy is heading your direction, right? But at night, you cannot. And so this is kind of like facing your fears by surrendering to them. And it's funny, sometimes I'll be floating during the day, people around, you know, and all of a sudden my brain starts like picturing different things coming up underneath me and grabbing me. And it's always like the first time ever a crocodile converted to freshwaterism or whatever and eats this person who is floating, or, you know, it's always just something random. And I fight it. I sit there and I'm like, I refuse to stop my floating because I love it so much. But I'm like fighting these thoughts. And finally I'm just like, you know what? Forget it. Like, who cares? If that's the case, then, you know, I'll be delicious. And they're going to, you know, I just create an alternative scenario where I can still float in the end, right? Whether it's like, well, if they're going to eat me, they're going to eat me kind of thing, or not. So yeah, this level of surrendering is like not trying to control. And even in that scenario, like control a fake scenario, which is even more of a waste of energy, right? So, okay, let's take that one. Oh, that one too. That one. So this one, I seem to not care which way it is. So there's that as well. Release. Yes, release those old fears and doubts. Play. Yes, get back to the sense of play. I feel like that's part of your shine here, is your ability to play. Witness, by suspending my judgment, I am open to the observation of myself and others. This one, yeah, recognize the work that you have done and the work that you constantly do. You're changing of your moving from a 5 to an 8. Like you did that. Love, when expressing love from the essence of my being, a state of love, I discover my power to nurture myself and others. And this is ultimately what you're filling your cup with. You're filling your cup with love, and it's overflowing, and people are drawn to your overflow, and they want some of that, but they also have their own to give and share, because this is reciprocating relationships. And shift. The moment I'm willing to change my perspective, I can transform challenges into opportunities. Imagine how much energy you're going to save once you let the fearing and doubting version of you die. It's going to cause a major shift. All that energy is just going to go right back into playing and loving and connecting and setting goals. And that's how you reach your abundance. Okay. So go with the flow. Remember, you are a star. You are a divine light being. And this is your confirmation. Okay. So there's our beauty reading for today, with the inclusion of my new cards that I made. Look at how tiny it is. Look at how tiny it is even to these tiny ones. These ones are small too. Look at them. Right? Compared to these ones. Oh yeah. Anyways, okay. All right. Surrender to the process. Trust it. Put your energy, catch yourself, and redirect it into something playful that you love. Okay, trust your intuition and your discernment. You've got this. You've got this. The ships are coming. You don't need to go build a dock. You don't need to go, drive the boat for them, make sure they know where they're going. They know what they're doing. Those captains of those boats, your ships. All right? And yeah, with this warrior rune here, you're going to have to fight for your own freedom in releasing these doubts and fears that come in. Okay? Take the time, recognize those tendencies, and let them go. All right. There you go. Whatever you're doing, make it awesome. And thanks for coming. Thanks for being here. Love you. Bye.